Hey family, what's up? It's me. I was asked to teach a class on how we get inside, how we find our ways to the greater me inside. It's not your average journey, and it is not an easy ride. But the only thing that you are coming to is the truth of you inside. Looking at your shadows, the places you like to hide. Knowing before there was light, it was in the darkness that God abide. And if you're going to come to God from the darkness, you cannot hide. Most people spend each and every day of their lives living like we're in the dark. They have a very hard time accepting that we wake up to the light of day every day. And there is nothing that dark can hide from light. This is essentially the relationship between the devil and God, alright? See, before God said, let there be light, everything was alright. But the disagreement between Lucifer and God was because Lucifer was like, hold up, I could see, this is some light. And he could see himself individually. See, when it was dark, you could only accept the fact that it was just me. But the truth of the matter is that we are just cells in God's body. You're a cell, and the same for me. So it stands to reason that it would serve the entire body for me to know me. Because to know me is the part that I could be. And if I don't know me, then, well, I'm like cancer, you see. And then I would bring the death to the God body. Cancerous cells lump together, oh well, kind of like their own personal hell. And when they see other bright, light, healthy cells, well, they want to bring themselves into their personal hell. And so what a cancerous cell in the body would do, it will see you living right and try to corrupt you. And if you don't do what that cancer cell wants you to do, well, it's going to get the rest of the cancer cells to try to gang up on you. And because you are healthy and you don't have the cancer, well, to the cancer cells, they can't accept that answer. And when they try to throw all of the things that they try to throw at you, but because you are so healthy, that shit just can't stick to you. Well, you can imagine the lengths that cancer will go through to try to make sure the healthy you get cancer too. Now, cancer look in your face and tell you all day that it love you. But if cancer really loved you, it would stay the fuck away from you because cancer knows exactly what cancer do. Cancer don't love you. Cancer is just trying to spread to you. And please, it really doesn't matter the name of the disease because we could still be talking about HIV. It does not matter what the disease would be. You just have to understand that disease cells want to attack the healthy. Because The disease cell is living in its own prison cell, the one that it created for it to be. And it cannot stand the fact that it has to watch you be healthy. Can't stand the fact that its own reality is only death, and it will never, ever, ever really abide in me. The dead are better than the dead, but the living are living. See. The disease cells in the body of God hate the healthy. They hate when they look at you because they understand that you are a reflection of what they used to be before they decided to corrupt themselves and become unhealthy. And because unhealthy things are resentful as hell, well, they cannot abide seeing you live as a healthy cell. Their only goal in life is to drag you down into their personal hell. So when the cells in the body that used to stand next to you get unwell, as sad as it is, you have to let them live in their own personal hell. Because whatever they decided to do, to disease who they would be, well, they gotta own that shit, because it ain't got nothing to do with me. Because when it came time to make a choice between disease and healthy, I chose health and I chose me. And all of the disease cells hate that that's how things came to be. Cells with diseases, they don't like the fact that you still look like me. They want you to look like the cancer, the lupus, and the HIV. The only thing that I would say to you concerning such things is tell those disease cells to get the fuck away from me. Because obviously you don't know me, or you never would have done the thing that led you to the disease. Because we are all making choices. And we could be healthy if we please. There is but one thing that is truly required. It's to come inside and see. Take a stroll in the dark. You got to penetrate your own heart. Reserve your judgment for yourself. See, that's a very good start. Yeah, that part. You heard me. That part. Because all of the judgment that you try to throw at me, well, it is never going to give me your disease. As long as I continue to walk out my walk healthy. See, I am not afraid of the dark. I am not afraid of me. I am willing to shed light on the ugliest parts of me. Examine them closely. Cauterize my heart if necessary. Separate myself from what I thought I loved quick, fast, in a hurry. Because I ain't the dead and I ain't getting buried. Some people want to live in the light of the sun, but the book says to everyone that the S-U-N, Sun of Righteousness, is going to rain down on all unjust men. The light you see that guides me is the light of truth. And when the light that you live by is actually the truth, well, then your life shows up with a certain kind of proof. Spontaneous remission and instant healing too. And all you gotta do is go inside and get real with you. Stop trying to make somebody else the scapegoat for you. Because no matter how much you point at what you think somebody do, the only thing you really know about is motherfucking you. So it would behoove you if you would go inside of you. Do the thing that is required for you to do. God is waiting there, and He will heal you. But if you please, stop hurling your disease over here at me because you resent the fact that I've decided to live my life healthy. I remember when I was a sick cell too. And I realized in order to get better, I had to do what the fuck I had to do. That was going inside of me and letting the fuck go with you. Why should both of us be sick when, if that's what you're willing to do? But what I do know is I'm not willing to be sick with you, nor you, nor you, nor you. And if you don't want to be sick, it is time for you to go inside and do the shit that you got to do. And what's that? Going within and getting real honest with you. Telling yourself your essential truths. Stop lying to you and blaming somebody else for the shit that you actually doing. Stop looking for scapegoats for you to be emotionally using. Because you can't take responsibility for the bullshit that you're doing. It's only one way to return home. You got to stop hiding in the light. Take your ass inside. Go through your darkest night. See, everything that you came to be was because of the poor choices you made, you see. Own that shit. It means take responsibility. You have an ability to respond, tell the truth, and then be free. But because your dumb ass is sick, don't you fucking blame me. We all just making choices. And you ain't making no choices for me. That's why when I go through my shit, I don't blame nobody. I put my big girl pants on and I own that shit for me. That's why disease cannot abide in me. I know how to resist the fucking devil, and that bitch is always going to flee. So don't look strange at me when I say get the fuck away from me. It's not my fault you never took the time to see that fantasy you live in ain't got nothing to do with me. And it's time for you to accept your reality. The mess that you made. Because it's you digging your own grave. Because you can't tell the truth to yourself. But you fear being saved. You can't separate from your corrupt, disrespectful, and nasty ways. Well, then you chose the way that you're going to live out your days. But what you ain't going to do is project that shit onto me. I'm living in the truth, and so I get to live free. I don't have to rely on people. I got a true and living God inside of me. Give me eyes to see things I don't even want to see. And make me powerful enough to move on, recognizing it ain't got shit to do with me. To walk away from you and all of your destruction too. And understand that when the tower falls, it's falling on you. See, it is very clear to me that there is just but one body. In order for me to be with God, I had to come through me. I couldn't keep blaming you because I wasn't getting that, you see. But the day I opened up my heart, came inside to see that the only thing that I was ever afraid of was motherfucking me,